You know, raising kids in today's world, it can feel a little overwhelming, right? There's so much advice out there, and a lot of it seems to clash. But what if there was a timeless guide, one that's been nurturing generations for centuries? Well, today we're going to explore the Islamic framework for child development, a really holistic approach to raising righteous and resilient individuals.
So here's what we're diving into. We'll start with the big picture, the overall framework. Then we'll get into physical and psychological well-being, social and financial responsibility, and of course, faith and knowledge. Before tying it all together, let's get right into it.
All right, first things first. What does development even mean in this context? What's the ultimate goal we're aiming for? And whose job is it to get a child there?
In a world that's often so focused on grades or what a child's future salary will be, this framework sets a totally different goal. It's all about character. The main aim is to raise a righteous person, someone who not only builds a dignified life for themselves, but actually makes their whole community better.
Okay, so who's in charge of all this? The framework is crystal clear. It starts at home. The teachings of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, tell us that both parents are guardians. They're both responsible for their children. The community and the government, they're like a safety net, ready to step in only if they're needed.
So with that foundation set, let's look at the first pillar, physical and psychological well-being. The idea here is really simple, but so powerful. A strong body and a secure soul are the building blocks for a good, righteous life. And the guidance here is incredibly practical. It's not just theory. It suggests a slow, gradual introduction of solid foods and teaches moderation with that famous 1/3 rule, you know? Fill your stomach with 1/3 food, 1/3 drink, and leave 1/3 for air. It also really champions physical activity, encouraging useful skills like swimming and archery.
But of course, physical health is only half the picture. Just as important is a child's emotional state. And this is nurtured right from the very beginning, by establishing their identity, giving them a good name, and just making sure they feel completely loved and secure in their family.
This story? Wow. It's such a powerful lesson in empathy. The Prophet, peace be upon him, didn't just brush off the boy's sadness as something silly. He acknowledged it, he validated the boy's feelings. And in doing so, he taught us that a child's emotions, no matter how small they might seem to us, are very real and deserve our respect. It's just a masterclass in emotional intelligence.
Now, a child doesn't grow up in a vacuum, right? So let's explore how they're taught to find their place, their roles within the family and in the bigger community, both socially and financially.
You see, a child's first classroom is always the family. This is where they learn who they are and where they come from. But it's more than that. It's where they learn their responsibilities. Kindness to parents, connecting with their brothers and sisters, and showing compassion for all their relatives. This is where those crucial social skills are really born.
The framework also secures a child's financial rights. It makes it a father's duty to provide for his child starting even from pregnancy, and it says that to neglect this is actually a sin. It also lays out how to protect any wealth the child might have, and even suggests teaching them about money by letting them handle small transactions. It's about learning the value of money early on.
Okay, now we're getting to the very heart of the framework, faith and knowledge. You could say this is the most critical pillar because it shapes a child's whole worldview, their moral compass, and their relationship with learning itself.
What's so amazing about this, to me, is the method of teaching. The Prophet, peace be upon him, wasn't giving some stern lecture from up high. No, he was having a direct, respectful conversation with a young boy, planting the seeds of faith in a way that builds a really deep, personal, and empowering connection to God. And the framework gives a very clear, age-based roadmap for this. At 7, children are gently encouraged to start praying. By 10, if they start to neglect it, a form of discipline is introduced, not as a punishment, but more as a way to build consistency. And this is also when they're given a bit more personal space, like separate beds, to mark a new stage of maturity.
And it's not just about faith. The pursuit of knowledge is absolutely central. I mean, think about it. The very first word of the Quran that was revealed was read. That just tells you everything you need to know about the value placed on learning, with a huge emphasis on teaching children to read and write so they can become critical thinkers and lifelong learners.
So, we've looked at all these pillars: the physical, psychological, social, financial, and intellectual. So how do they all combine to form that complete, well-rounded person this framework is trying to nurture?
Which is grounded in centuries of Islamic teaching, it offers this incredibly complete model for nurturing the body, the mind, and the soul. And the big question it leaves us with is this:
How can we apply its timeless wisdom to raise a new generation that is strong, compassionate, and truly righteous in our modern world?